Fun fact, 96% of the candles that are purchased are by women. Who would have known? Hello everyone, I'm Vanessa and today I'm going to take you on a bookshelf tour. And since I'm recording this without a tripod, it might get a bit shaky at times. So yeah, forgive me for that. So fasten your seatbelts and let's go! So let's start from this miscellaneous stash. So over here we have, all the Indian mythology stuff, and then we have the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. Over here we have humorous stories of Sheikh Chilli. Here this is Wings of Fire, which is an autobiography by APJ Abdul Kalam. Then we have a tourist guide, and then Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. And then there's a brief history of time by Stephen Hawking, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and a random question answer book and a word search book. So my novel shelf starts from this. So first of all, I need to remove all these props. So let me show that to you first. This is a small Eiffel Tower cube, glass cube, whatever you can call it. Then this is a kind of a bookmark that I made. So yeah. And then this is a small bookmark of the fangirl, which you can see over here. Rainbow Rowell's Fangirl. Hey, it looks quite similar, don't you think? So over here we have The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, Winner's Crime by Mari Rutkowski, The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, which is actually J.K. Rowling, Let the Reason Be Love by Tohin Sinha. I don't recommend this. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, of course Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, New Moon by Stephanie Meyer, Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and The Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini. And now we have the second shelf, which is like my favorite of them all. People use Funkos to line up their bookshelf, but I don't. I use character bookmarks. This is a Percy Jackson bookmark. This is Harry. This is Selina Sardotian from The Throne of Glass. Tris Pryor from Divergent. This is Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games. So these bookmarks are kind of printables. So if you'd like to kind of print them out, then I will leave the link to the blog post where I actually made them down below. And this is a small Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix bookmark. This is my Harry Potter shelf. And since this series does not need an introduction, I'll just go on like this. The Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows. And now we come to this YA shelf. So we have The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, The Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. So I have this habit of buying the books which I loved the most and not the rest of the series, because I read the ebooks for the rest of the series. And that's why you won't see the entire series over here, because I like Titan's Curse the most. So yeah, that's the kind of explanation there for you. Then we have The Maze Runner by James Dashner, Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I highly recommend this one. This makes a good summer read. And The Last of the Fire Drakes by Farah Umurboy. Here we are on the third shelf, which contains both the stash of hardcovers and the Indian mythological fiction stash. So this is my stash of hardcovers, except this one. This is not a It's the hardcover, it's a paperback. So this is the Children's Human Body Encyclopedia, The Soul Bird by Michael Sonnet, 39 Clues, A Maze of Bones by Rick Riordan. Then there is A Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, The Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan, The Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling, Jack Thorne, and John Tiffany. And then we have The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire by Dan and Phil, and Imponderables from the House of Reader's Digest. This is a tiny tea set prop that my friend gifted to me on my 7th birthday or something, I don't remember. So over here we have Krishna Ki by Ashwin Sanghi, The Mahabharata Quest by Christopher Doyle, The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Divakaruni, and I highly recommend this one. And there's a Skyan of Ikshvaku by Amish Tripathi, The Karna's Wife by Kavita Kane, and the Bhagavad Gita from the House of ISKCON. I also have this lovely glass Ganesha, which kind of sparkles when you put it in the light. Next up, I have this ginormous collection of Tell Me Whys. This was the very first edition of Tell Me Why that I brought, which is The Earth, and I've loved it ever since, and I just collected it for like 4 years straight. I especially loved this episode of books. Here we have a laughing Buddha, a nice little bookmark, and a glass globe. So this is my 5th shelf, and it is filled with like miscellaneous books and childhood books. Here we have the Diary of the Wimpy Kid series, just 2 of them, and we have the facts books. Then over here we have the second-hand books, and a bit of art and craft books, and a few encyclopedias I used to read as a child. That's my crosswords card. And over here we have The Bright Horizons, which is like my favorite book from my childhood. Whoops. There we go. I love this book. And then we have The Double Dog Diaries by Rachel Renee Russell, a Disney fairy book, which is Think the North of Neverland. I used to read that as a child. And the Haddix, it's actually The Found by Haddix, and I haven't read it yet. It has been staying on my shelf for like about 7 years now. And this is my 6th shelf, which is filled with encyclopedias. This is the Children's Knowledge Bank series that my mom got for me for like my about 5th birthday or something. They've been in my home as long as I can remember. Next up we have Whittaker's World of Facts, Visual Encyclopedia. Whoa. The Complete Handbook of Astrology, a few miscellaneous books over here. I think this one is my songs book. I don't remember. These are idioms and proverbs, and a few young explorers down there. And here we have like 3 general knowledge books. Whoa, don't go back. And then we have the drawing book that I used for my examinations. And this is a body and beauty care. Basically stuff other than novels. There we go. So that completes my bookshelf tour, and I hope you liked it. The bookshelf is the most organized place in my entire room. So if you like this bookshelf tour, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're a booktuber and if you have created a bookshelf tour video, please leave the link down below in the comments, so I would like to go and check it out. And for more bookish videos, please subscribe to my channel. So that's it for now. Adios!